Alright, it's been a while. It's been like, let's see, the last time I made a video I think was like the Rams were like moving to Los Angeles, I kid you not. So it's been like 5 months around there, give or take. So like 5, 6 months. So 7, no, not 7. 7's a little dramatic. But anyways, yeah, it's been a while. Been a while. So, before I get into this topic video, I want to basically say why I went a long hiatus. Several reasons. First off, I was busy. Second, I wasn't happy with the equipment I was using to make videos. And third, I just didn't want to make videos. There wasn't much to talk about. Uh, Football season was over, basically. The NBA season was getting pretty damn stale. Baseball season around the corner, but as I know as a longtime baseball fan, baseball season's a long season, so it's kind of like you can talk about it whenever. So, and plus, whenever I vented or ranted, whatever, I had Twitter for that. So, in case you don't follow me on Twitter, link me down in the description box like the good old days. So, I want to talk to you something because I did want to talk about the brand split per se. Now I know they announced it, a couple of months ago, and of course the draft like 3 to 4 weeks ago. And at first, I was one of those people that when I looked at the draft, I was like, Raw just slammed Smackdown in the face with a door. But when I look at it, it's like, okay. Long story short, SmackDown's a hell of a lot more interesting than Raw. And I'm not saying SmackDown's the greatest show ever, but I can deal with 2 hours of SmackDown live, Marinello, than freaking 3 hours of Raw. Oh my god. I can't, I think it was the Go Home show, the last Raw before SmackDown. So it was last week, last Monday night. I tried watching Raw, like all of it, live. I lasted about a good old 22 minutes, alright? It's just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Because it's just like, okay, you expect me to watch this boring ass thing, which I'm already having a negative vibe going into, and I'm just getting negative vibes all over the place. I'm just like, nope. So, SmackDown's probably, if I'm ready to do a review, it's probably gonna be SmackDown, unless Raw has like the greatest show ever. So that's with that. And then, oh my God, the whole 2 pay-per-view specials a month. Oh my God. Oh, 2 weeks from now we get Backlash, but 2 weeks after that we get freaking Clash of Champions, and it's like, how can I keep up with that crap? Oh god, and then people are like, dude, watch TNA, it's got so much, but yes, because I want to deal with TNA's BS. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure TNA, I'm sure their show has gotten better throughout the last few years. I've heard it gotten better, and that's great. But like I said before, that old classic saying I've always said, TNA is like that ex-girlfriend, she looks good, and you're like, I wonder what she's doing. And then you you wonder what's going on, and a few weeks later you find out she's in the same BS she's always been, and you're like, okay, I'm glad I'm done with her. So, you just leave. But, I just want to digest real quick about the rosters and storylines and crap. So let's start with the negative and the positive, just to get out of the way. Raw, yes, where WWE continues to, basically be the, how do I say this? The wrestling company that makes no sense, that has things backwards. They have booking backwards. For example, instead of let's having Rusev and Reigns at SummerSlam having a one-on-one match, let's have it on the Raw before, give it about 20 minutes or so, and then on the pay-per-view special, the second biggest show of the year, SummerSlam, you have it end in a brawl and it's a no contest because the match never happened, never officially begun. It's just like, really? So that's that. He's dealing with that BS. Then it's like Finn Balor. God, Finn Balor, freaking overrated, die, bitch, squeaky, brother Nero, wannabe vanilla Irish midget. Like, my God. Like, I don't wish injuries on anyone or anyone getting hurt, but it's a blessing in disguise if Finn Balor got injured because, he was getting shoved down our throats. And it was funny, too, because people's excuse was, oh, well, it's okay for Finn Balor to get shoved down our throats. He deserved this. He's been wrestling for so long, and that, he's been in NXT for a couple years, and he was the NXT champion for so long. He deserves this. He had 2 matches in one night, and all of a sudden became #1 contender for a world title. Well, if a girl did that, you guys would be losing your shit. So, Seth Rollins is probably going to win it, the vacant belt now. I don't know who the hell he feuds with because there's not really a face for him to feud with. Because Finn Balor's injured. Reigns looks like he's still doing this whole thing with Rusev Mashka. So, and then you have, what the hell else do you have on Raw? I can't even keep up. Oh yes, because Sasha's injured. You have to bring Bayley, the hugger, Bayley, and Charlotte. Woo! And Dana's. It's funny too, because people give so much crap to freaking Eva Marie. I read everything, bitch. And yet Dana Brooke makes Eva Marie look like motherfucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even close. What else? Tag Division, New Day is still the champions, and they're dull and boring as hell. Yay. They're gonna face the Club. Too sweet. What else is there? And just random shit. Oh yeah, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. Because Darren Young's stupid ass keeps thinking, oh, Titus O'Neil's a good guy. We were tag teams for like 2 years. He keeps stabbing him in the back, but Darren Young is too stupid to see it, too naive. Then you go to Smackdown, which is a lot more enjoyable show, and of course the goddamn belts look all the same. Now that the tag titles on Smackdown look like motherfucking dimes. Freaking, they should have put Colin Cassidy and Enzo on Smackdown. If that was, they knew that was going to be the case, so the Enzo could be like, I got no dimes. And then the freaking woman's belt's the same as the other woman's belt. The only difference is there's a blue background on the women's belt compared to the red background on Raw. Saw what you did there. Lord have mercy. What else is there? Got AJ and Dean. Hopefully AJ wins because Dean's a boring ass world champion. I don't care what the hell you say. What else? Oh, The Miz, the star on SmackDown. He went off on Daniel Bryan. Good for him. Greatest Intercontinental Champion within the last year. I don't care what the hell you say. What else? Oh, the tag team tournament. I'll be surprised if anyone not named American Alpha wins that. What else? Oh, the 6-pack women's challenge. Because I'm Carmella and I turn heel. Because I'm hot as hell. No, you're not. You look like a horse. God, I hate when some people say like Carmella is like good. Carmella sucks. She's not good in the ring. She's like not attractive in my eyes. She's just there. And it just didn't make any sense, the fact that they separated her away from Enzo and Cass, because her gimmick only makes sense when she's with Enzo and Cass. Otherwise, it makes no sense whatsoever. And her gimmick is kind of fearless too. Like, she's all cocky and shit. You're supposed to be like, oh, we're supposed to get behind her. She's supposed to cheer for her. How can you cheer for her when she's like that arrogant? But anywho, so that's it, really. I mean, like I said, SmackDown's the better show overall, but it still doesn't take the fact that this company is not what it once was. I've noticed more and more, especially when I went on my hiatus, that they're letting the quote-unquote old school style kind of guys, like the bigger guys and guys who don't do flips, at least not every 2 seconds, guys go and do whatever. And a lot of the indies guys that do flippy flips to be pushed to the main event scene. And a lot of those guys have as much charisma as, I don't know, a doorknob maybe, because it's obvious. You know, sadly it is. You know, I don't want to say, oh, it's, you know, so blatantly obvious, but guess what? It is obvious. It's kind of hard not to notice that when you have these guys that do the same thing over and over again, and it's just not only that, but you also have the fact that the false finishes. I know every once in a while a false finish match could be good, it could be entertaining, but when it's almost like every single match it feels like there's a false finish, it's not even special. It's just you expect it to be there, and it becomes very dull and bland. Even the, I mean, when Raw especially was doing the squash matches with Nia Jax, Nia Jax, and Braun Strowman, boom. That was to me kind of entertaining in some sort of way, only because I knew I was like, squash matches, yes, we're guaranteed to not have false finishes. Ugh. So you know, as sad as that sounds, it's the truth. So that's with that per se, and it's just, I mean, you can complain all you want about how, you know, I just don't get it too. Because when some people go over and they say, oh, this is the best time to be a wrestling fan. This is the greatest time to be a wrestling fan. This is awesome. We're getting great matches. Even the matches are quote unquote great, you're not having great moments. You know? A lot of people like to look at the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era had a lot of basically, you know, how do I say this? It basically had uh, not the greatest matches in the world. I mean, you had some pretty damn good, memorable matches, don't get me wrong. But not every match was, you know, oh my god, that was a great match. What made, you know, stuff like the Attitude Era and even the Ruthless Aggression Era, despite all the BS and weird, crazy, nonsensical storylines, at least they had moments that you remembered. I can't remember a storyline that was, like, as entertaining within the last, like, few years. The only thing I think on top of my head that's been a storyline that's been entertaining is whenever the Shield would just beat up some random person just because of it. You know, that's pretty sad. You know, there's nothing else that's really been all that memorable. You know, a lot of our favorites are either getting older and, you know, they're retiring and, you know, they're being released. So, it's a shame. It's a real shame. And, you know, then WWE wonders, they're like, why is our ratings going down? What's going on? Gee, I wonder why your ratings are freaking going down, because you're pushing the same goddamn vanilla freaking midgets over and over again. Like, it's come back to the sense that, if you guys remember, last time I was on here, I did not want Roman Reigns to get pushed. Guys, I'd rather Roman Reigns getting pushed than other guys like freaking Finn Balor, or Hideo Itami, or Shinsuke Nakamura. And it has nothing to do with them, you know, being foreign or anything, because like I said, I'm going racist, alright? I'm not Donald Trump. You gotta build a wall. I'll get to that down the road. But it's more of the point of just, like, okay, can we have some variety, please? Like, okay, you can have a few of your vanilla midgets doing flippy flips. You know? And people wonder, they're like, why is so many guys being injured? Why is Finn Balor injured? Why is Seth Rollins injured? Why is Kevin Owens injured? Why is this guy injured? Why is Sami Zayn injured? Why is blah blah blah? It's because they all do the ridiculous spots that they don't need to necessarily do. You do it every once in a while, okay, that's fine. But when like half, if not most of your movesets is jumping off the apron, jumping off the top rope, jumping off the middle rope, you know, doing a shooting star press from freaking, you know, the ring mat to your opponent. Okay, Sasha Banks is gonna die within the next 2 years from her doing her stuff. I mean, Biggie's a big boy. You know, he keeps doing that whole suicide dive in the middle rope. He's gonna be done for his career. Seriously. Even Charlotte, her long legs, body, whatever, her doing that moonsault off the freaking thing, like, she's gonna kill somebody. Like I said before, I've said it to MTOMR reviews. Freaking WWE right now is basically Ring of Honor, except for a higher budget. And like a longer, bigger, I guess you could say more luxurious legacy. That's pretty much what WWE has become. Think about it. Not very good storylines, very bland. Flippity flips, all about the matches, forget the storylines. It's like... Anyways, guys, that's how I feel. I apologize for this going 15 minutes long. That's it for me. Subscribe if you have not before, down below. Follow me on Twitter, links down in the description box. I might go on Skype from now on, I don't know, because I don't know how this thing works, because I just got this webcam today via Amazon. So, yeah, that's about it for me. Peace!